So you clicked on this link because you want to know about pop-by ideas for 2023 and how to incorporate video. Stay tuned.
Hey everyone, so it's Lori, Kayleen, and Kayla, your finest agents. If it's your first time to our channel, as always, make sure to subscribe button. If you're listening to us on the podcast, as always, make sure you subscribe and you'll get notified every time we put out a new episode. So if you're ready to kill it in 2023 and beyond, make sure to do that. If you are, wanting to take advantage of some of our trainings, our masterminds, some of our, what do we want to call it? The
Finest agent necessities.
We're going to have a copy and paste system about how we do video marketing and how we incorporate that into our business. So if you'd like to take advantage of that.
Pop-bys.
Into pop-bys. So what we're trying to say is reach out if you'd like to join us here at the Finest Agents or get more information about what we do and how we capitalize what we do in our business. 719-367-6880.
Hey, Finest Agents. It's, again, Kayleen, Lori, and Kayla here today, and we are going to talk to you about how we incorporate video into everything in our real estate business, including our pop-bys.
Yes.
And that's what we're going to focus on today is how we're bringing the video aspect into our current database and how our clients continue to see our videos over and over again. Lucky them.
So if you're watching this, we are going to talk to you everything you want to know about pop-bys today and how we use them in our business, including how we use them in video. I do want to say, though, we did make a goal to have mimosas while we started our podcast this year.
What?
And I feel like this would be better if I had a mimosa in front of me. So that's my next goal for the next couple weeks is maybe
for some interesting videos.
Yes, I think it'd be a little more like, I don't know, something.
Louder than normal.
We might talk more than we normally do. So
when we started, even if you do real estate the old school way, I think most people do pop-bys. And by pop-bys, I don't know if everybody calls them that or not. But it means what, are you gifting your current database, like putting gifts on their front porch? Are you sending them certain texts to stay in front of them? Well, we do all of the above, but we do certain pop-bys, something of value that we give to our database 3 times a year. It got to where our database grew so big that we had to figure out how to automate it in some way. And Lori really wanted to capitalize on incorporating that video back into that pop-by and a couple other things that we do to remain in front of our existing clientele in video. That's why they fell in love with us. So they want to keep watching us, right?
Who wouldn't want to keep watching us? No, I think, and for me, it was like we would do these pop-bys at first, and we drive them places. We did like pies. What else did we do last year, Kayla? Do you remember what we all did?
When I first started with you all, the first thing was the turkey hats. Remember that?
Oh
yeah.
gosh.
But there was
I like hats.
I can't remember what the competition was. They needed to post to Instagram.
And on
social,
yes, we did do that.
But then they would win they won a prize. I think a house cleaning or something.
Yeah,
that's like the first. My kids loved the turkey hats. And I had to buy something here for that.
You're right. We tried to always put it on social, like something of value to where our clients would get something, but they could enjoy it and also tag us so that other people would see that their agents are taking care of them.
But we've also done practical gifts. Like one thing we're working on right now are grocery bags, reusable totes, because Colorado passed a law that there's no more plastic bags or you have to pay for them. So that's something that gives them value that they can use over and over. Then they see our names.
I think Popeyes, there's a couple things, like when we talk about Popeyes in 2023 going forward, there's like 2 main things that I really wanted to focus on when we talk about Popeyes and as far as marketing goes. And number 1 is whatever they get, they should think about you every time they use it. So I don't love, now looking back, some of those things where they use it once and throw it away. That's great, but really something that what can they use over and over again, and they'll think of you every time they use it. If you can think of something like that for a pop by, you're going to get your value over that tenfold.
Well, and if you can throw your branding onto it, even better. And there's so many different ways that you can do that. We over and over for fall, especially, we've done mums in the fall, and then we'll give them little pumpkins and stuff. And I do think that there's some value to that, and everybody thanks us. But you're exactly right. Like, after those fall decorations go away and it's Christmas, are they still thinking about us?
Right.
I don't think so.
One of our favorite things we do is for closing, we get like a little Eufy Roomba, and we put our little logo on it. It says always working for you. So anytime I have like 2 of those vacuums and I use it daily, I think I just got notification mine's stuck on a cliff somewhere. we used to name.
Yep, don't say it.
We used to name it off of clients like we didn't like, and so I was like, we have these Roombas, and so I would name them after like, remember?
I did do it.
Yeah. I was like, oh, Bo's stuck again, or Jimmy's stuck again, or whoever. Like when the clients who I was like all mad at a little bit, I would kind of name
we're getting a new
my
vacuum
Roomba after them. But it was a great way for, every time I see that Roomba and it had our sticker on it, I would think of, it says, the finest agent's always working for you.
Yeah.
So every time they run, whether they want to or not, they're going to think about us. I can't imagine them throwing that Roomba away.
And you can put together this like grand basket of things, and sometimes it's the more appropriate thing to do, especially if they're leaving, they were already packed up. Like, there's other things you can do. But when possible, if you can do something that's going to continue to touch that client over and over, and on a daily basis is even the best, and that's why we did the vacuums, it's going to constantly work for you. Whether they're mad at the vacuum because it's stuck, they'll see our sticker on it, and they'll have a nice little reminder that we help take care of them.
That's right. So that was like one, and I do think... those grocery bags, like Kayla was looking into those a little bit, is every time they go to the grocery store, I need reusable bags. So I know every time they use those bags, they're going to think about us. Now, you have to, and then sometimes that's not possible with the number of clients we have. I think we got to the point where we were driving all around, and I love our clients, but if you have to sit and talk to them all,
yeah.
Sometimes I'd put them on the porch and like run away. I'd leave my car running.
Drop them off at 5 a.m.
I asked this question because this came up on a website I was following. Do you stop and talk to all the clients, or do you just drop them and run?
Technically, I think
I drop and run.
Yes, I drop and run for the most part, but to drive by.
Fully effective, I do think that there's a piece to having a conversation with them. What's hard is how do you gauge how much time it's going to take you?
It would take us like a week.
Yeah. At least.
Well, so on one of the threads, somebody commented and said, I text them ahead of time and say, I'm going to drop this off between 10 and 10:15. Would love just to say hi. And so they set kind of a timeline. I'm on my way to see other people. And then if your clients are introverted and don't want to talk to you, they'll be like, oh, thanks, just drop it off.
Well,
and
the other part to that is...
Some of your clients like to talk.
Well, I guess that's better than just drop and running.
No,
that's a step
I think
up.
if you can talk to your clients, you get an A in the class. Like, that is what you're supposed to be doing.
It's hard, because I talk to
you. I'm a teacher's pet.
But I'm also introverted, and I don't...
Here's my way around that. So number one is I like when you do pop-bys and they can think of you over and over again. That's part A of the project. Part B of the project is part of that. I want to utilize my time, and I want to. That's all I have 3 kids. Keelan has 3 kids. Kayla has 4.
We have a lot of
She wins. And so, our time is valuable to us. Like, we have a full real estate business to run. We need to take care of kids, be present. We actually like to enjoy some personal time. So within that, what can we do? And this is what we're going to talk about a little bit, is how to use that video. So this is where I kind of run into, like, the bags are one of it, has our logo on it. Yep. But the second part is our other goal this year was to order on Amazon, have it delivered with a little gift note, and then we'd follow up with an email text message that we have one of our agents who kind of heads up. What do we call her?
Client retention manager.
Client retention. We have a little fancy names for it. But she would follow up with a text, or I can't remember exactly how we're going to follow.
Yes, we have an email that'll have a video embedded into it with us talking and saying, So we're sending you this gift from Amazon. It'll be there within the next couple days. We just wanted to let you know how much we appreciate you. And again, this is all video, so we can literally talk to them. You know, we hope that this spring finds you well, and we're looking forward to seeing you at our client event in April. Right. So if you know anybody moving, buying, selling in the area, we'd love your referrals. And again, thank you for being one of our finest clients here in Colorado Springs. You know, just something that on video, and here was a positive of COVID. When you're going out to dinner, like even elderly people or people that don't like to use it, they had to figure out how to use those scan codes.
Yeah, those QR codes.
I mean, QR codes. Yeah, if they want to pull up a menu, most of the time they have to use that. And so people are now trained when they see one of those to scan it. So if they could scan it and a video comes up of you, you did the same thing as you would in person.
And it's a 1 second or 30 second or 60 second video that you record in 60 seconds. Yes. You go on your day, and your clients still, the power of video is that they think they know you.
Well, and I love this idea because you say exactly what you want to say and communicate. If that we want your referrals, we appreciate your business. Right. That I might forget to say if I see you in person.
Or it could be an awkward conversation. Or
I don't know. I mean, I hope they know we want referrals, but sometimes it's hard to ask for that. But if we have this on this a cute video.
Yeah. So if you have a handful of clients and you can do more of that personalized delivery, what I would do is I would also put a QR code on that so they can see a video of you later after you do drop it off. I mean, this is the A+, great kit.
Like, we're gonna work on this.
Yeah. I mean, this
is the big idea.
You would, if my ideal way to do it would be to drive by, actually have a conversation with them, a QR code. They're curious. They can see you again. You're asking for referrals through that as well. And then whatever that gift would be, whether that's a grocery bags. Some of the other gifts we thought about this year were
cleaning kits.
Car cleaning kits that don't go away. So they're going to use it for that whole year, hopefully. We talked about a tool kit.
Yes.
And if I had my way, if we weren't going to do the Amazon route, I would put a sticker on it that every time they saw it, they would see our logo or our faces with our QR code. So not only would they think that they gave it to us, but they'd also see our logo. I'm trying to work that out with how Amazon works. So we're not. That's for the A+ student. We're more like the B+.
Working on it. Well, and the beauty of we found a couple things online that we were like, that'd be great pop buys, but at the end of the day, the charge for shipping just didn't make sense. Yeah. And then we went back and reverted back to that Amazon. We're just figuring out how to actually put that personal touch on the product itself and getting it delivered with Prime, so we don't have to pay for shipping.
Right.
But it utilizes your time. It makes you more efficient. And one thing that I've really liked as well, because I handle a lot of our logistics, is it makes us plan how many pop buys we're doing and when we're doing it. So what we've decided with the size of our database and the budget that we're working with is because we do 2 really nice client events twice a year, that the other seasons, we want them to have a pop buy for that season. So every quarter, they are going to be getting something of nicer value. Instead of spending $10 on a pop buy, I'd rather spend $20 and get them something useful half the amount of time. That's our personal preference, totally up to you. But we found that there's more options to be able to have that item that we're talking about that they see over and over and they think of us.
Right. Like a wine bottle I'd probably drink in a couple days and I would throw it away.
Yeah, and you throw away and it probably costs upwards by the time you brand that and deliver it, and you're probably over budget.
I mean, that's nice to do sometimes, but I do think this, though, if you can hit those key functions, I don't know if that's the right word, but the key pieces to a pop buy, I think that's going to come back to you. Tenfold is number 1 is it's a gift that keeps on giving, right? They always think of you. And number 2 is you can utilize your time. There's a video associated with it at some point, somehow, so they're seeing you. If you have the time to do all of those things and stop by and talk to them, even better. But we're talking about what you're going to get the most bang for in your buck here in 2023, and that's just what we've decided to do, and it's worked really well for us. Our clients give us referrals.
Yep.
Frequently. I think they never stop thinking about us.
And the whole idea, when we grew up, there were movie stars. There were important people. But now this new age of all social media and the whole idea of an influencer, that's really what you are doing with your video. Whether you have thousands or millions of followers or whatnot, you're an influencer to that community of real estate clients and professionals that you've worked hard and you're building your business. So you utilize the video and social media platforms as your free advertisement.
Right.
Like zero overhead free advertisement. So if you can view what you're doing from that sense, you all of a sudden, instead of being a user, you are now utilizing these platforms to work for you and lessen your overhead. We have so many tools to be able to be that power influencer in the real estate industry, and video just excels. It creates accountability, maybe. People see you. There's that syndrome. We were at in Arkansas, and what was it? The Rock. The Rock.
Oh, yeah.
What was the whole gist of that? The Rock?
What did
Is that so there was a person that got up and they said video creates, I forget what they call it, but it's called the Rock syndrome or whatever.
Oh,
and what that was,
The
Rock.
No, it is. So we're talking about
The Rock Johnson.
Kaylee,
that's what they called it that. They called it that though.
Yes, no, because you think you know them, because you see them so often.
And so they were willing to defend them.
Yes.
And even though they didn't personally know them, the people in the audience were willing to defend The Rock.
I thought you were talking about
Johnson.
A-Rock.
I know,
And I was
we're
like,
all on the page now. It took us a little while.
But that's what video does.
But this is true, because you all see people all the time. You all are the face, the video of our agency, our team. People see you all in Target and talk to you.
Yes.
Because they think they know you, because they've seen them on YouTube. And I mean,
It does. It just creates like this influencer status, and you'll remain to be in front of people.
But to me, I don't think you need to be an influencer. When people say influencer right now, you think you're being an influencer to millions of people. Which if you're going to be an influencer, a general influencer, yes, like you have to be known to the millions. In real estate, our goal is to sell real estate and make money. In order to make money in real estate, you really just need to be the influencer of, let's say, 200 people a year.
Your group of people that you're servicing.
If you can be an influencer to 200 people and you have 200 clients, you are going to be making $1 million as a real estate agent. And so being an influencer to a smaller group in real estate
is just fine.
Is ultimately your goal.
I think part of that is with your own clients, with the Popby's, making them feel important and like you care about them. I mean, I think that's where we bring value as our team, because our clients know that we care about them. And this is just one more aspect of showing our faces to them, talking to them.
They can't forget us.
They don't forget us, and we haven't forgotten them either, right? But
a lot of our clients still watch our videos, which is really interesting to me. I was like, why are you
We love you all.
We do love you all if you're watching this. But I'm always like, why are you still watching us? But at the same time, some don't. And they sell their homes. We get busy with our other leads coming in. And so our whole discussion is like in 2-5 years when they want to sell, they need to still think about us and know who we are through video.
Because they're going to come in, they're going to get settled in their new area, and most likely there's another real estate agent who lives on their block here in Colorado Springs, or a lender.
Farms or neighborhood.
They're going to become friends with them, but we still want to be their real estate influencer in our community.
Yep. So that's kind of our whole goal. So if you want to be an A+ student, you have one path. If you want to be a B+, which is what we're doing.
It's fine.
We're the B+. It's
fine. Better than the original.
So if you want to get involved with our video marketing subscription. I get
prescription.
I have a blockage in my head between subscription.
It is a subscription.
A subscription.
Yes.
Every time I do that. Okay.
You said it right.
So if you want to be involved with our video subscription, or you are thinking about joining us and want access to our YouTube challenges, our TikTok courses
at zero cost.
At zero cost. But any more information, click the links below. Give us a call or text 719-367-6880.